my first time opening Bloomburrow, mostly because I've been opening a lot of Flesh and Blood. Or rather, I've made a shift over to Flesh and Blood for a while because I got sick and tired of Magic. And Bloomburrow is the first one, the first set, standard set, I guess, that made me actually want to come back to Magic. So that was kind of fun. And I've been seeing everybody else open it. So it is now my turn. So we're going to give this a shot. Let's see what we get. And clearly, my knife is not very sharp. Because I couldn't even cut that open. Come on. As I stab myself. Come on. There we go. I swear I open these on a regular basis. And actually, the collector's one was the one I was looking the most forward to. Seeing people open. Alright. I don't have any expectations. I don't know what to expect. So therefore I really don't have any expectations. But mostly, obviously everybody wants a gilded foil. I'm just happy to be opening collector's packs because Flesh and Blood doesn't quite have these anymore. So, here we go. Let's get these out of the way. We'll just do this. I'm also probably going to be going a little bit slower on this just because it's the first one, and number two, I want to enjoy my addiction to opening packs. So sit back, hang out, and watch me mutilate some packs. I'm so used to opening the paper packs from Flesh and Blood, and they usually open a little bit easier. God, it looks so good. I'm trying not to look through the viewfinder too. That's my main problem is I end up looking through the viewfinder too much, and I actually do want to see and enjoy this, but also make sure that everybody else can see and enjoy it. It's so cool, dude. Ugh. It's just so cool. I don't know the prices on these, so I'm not going to be doing that necessarily, at least talking through it. I might add it in later. But I really should have Seed Miser. God, that's so cool. I really should have sleeves, and I normally do. Let's do that. Let's get some sleeves just to make myself feel better. Most of my stuff I put, or most of the high dollar stuff anyway, if it looks high dollar, I will end up putting it in the full sleeves from Dragon Shield. I absolutely love Dragon Shield and all their products, and I don't really care what anybody says. So we'll just keep one of these little guys handy in case, just in case. You never know. Sort of squeak. Oh, it's so cool. Shockingly, I don't have a lot of artifacts. I have a lot of just stuff in general, but I don't have a ton of these sword artifacts, like Hearth and Home and things like that. So it's always nice when I can get those. So funny. I didn't know if I was going to be purchasing this set either when I first saw the spoilers. It's cool. That reminds me of an Eldraine card. Just because I didn't know really what to expect. I just saw the animals, and actually when I was trying to explain it to my wife, I said, it's like if the Secret of Nim was a Magic set. And that was the best way I could explain it. I keep forgetting, I gotta do it on camera. And I saw the hype. There was so much hype. People were just all about it. And I got caught up in the hype. And actually, that was after I had done a lot. I think we opened like 4 boxes of Flesh and Blood. I have this one, but not in the foil. Get rogged. Get rogged. That's so cool. And anyway, we had opened I think 4 cases, not boxes, but 4 cases of Flesh and Blood actually. And we got a lot. We got a lot of cool stuff. Jackrabbit. That's great. And so that was kind of like where a lot of stuff went in terms of that. And of course, we didn't film any of it, but we got some. If anybody's familiar with Flesh and Blood, we got some good marbles and stuff like that. But yeah, this set definitely brought me back to Magic and Standard, but Standard's kind of just Standard's dead in general, but it's dead especially where I am. I was just talking to the guy at the card shop about that yesterday. And it was so funny because we were sitting there talking and having this conversation about Standard, Modern, Pioneer. Just basically, the conversation was how it really just doesn't exist in our area and that shop. And this random dude picking up his order, just unquestioned, like nobody asked, nobody brought it up, just comes in and goes, "Man, Commander's really where it's at. It's so much." And I was just like, "Hey, bud, no, nobody asked, but thanks for your opinion." Oh, it's pretty. No gold foiling, though, to my knowledge. Still pretty. Frog Wizard. This one's a cute one. I love these little mice ones. I wanted to make a mixed Commander deck or a mixed deck of the Eldraine cards, and that's cool. Good old Commander. There's the Commander symbol. Yeah, man, that art is just so cool. I wanted to make a mixture of them to be able to, just really play to the fantasy. What the hell? Really be able to play to the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the fantasy flavor, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. But also, I mean, the opinion was that, I guess, that's cool. Hot take, I guess. But the opinion is that, Bloomburrow kind of, like, they tried to do tribes, and the tribes just didn't quite pan out because everybody wants squirrels, everybody loves squirrels, and like everything else is a little, not underpowered, but it just doesn't quite make it. But then, the question then is like, well, how many different things are we going to be able to do in Magic? How many different archetypes or different ways of dealing damage are we going to really do? And that's one of the questions that I can't answer for sure. I definitely can't answer that. I just want cool stuff. I just like cool stuff. Squirrel Mob's pretty cool. Actually, I think I had found an older Squirrel Mob in my collection that I'll probably just show. I don't remember where it was from, but I just found it the other day because I was building a Commander deck, dead standard. I was building a Commander deck for the fun of it, and I had seen the Squirrel Mob. I was like, oh, when I get Bloomburrow stuff, I should really throw that in there. And then I got one. So, Salvation Swan, I know right now is a big name. Not expensive, but I see a lot of people pulling it. I see a lot of 20-toed toad. Keen-eyed Curator. That's really neat. Just the art, man. I know I keep saying that, but I do genuinely. I also really enjoy the way that they did the seasons. That, I think, is one of the coolest things that they've done for the lands since, the Phyrexian lands, which were my favorite. Anything with Phyrexia. And, obviously, Aftermath didn't do very well. But I enjoyed the majority of Phyrexia and Old Phyrexia, or Mirrodin. Things like that. Those blocks. Anything that had Phyrexia in it was probably one of my favorite sets. Especially from an art perspective. I think that was my favorite aspect of it, was all the art for the Phyrexian sets were always just so... they're so well thought out, in my opinion. A lot of people will probably... Hey, you got a Planeswalker. Parter of Veils. Is there anything on the back of the... No, is this one of the... Oh, no. Each opponent can't draw more than one card. Well, I'm going to use this for sure. Warren War Leader. Old Phineas. Oh, wait a minute. We got 2 planeswalkers. That's Garruk. I have a couple of him, but that's really neat. Look at that. No foiling, but very cool art. Very cool. There's Maha. See a lot of people liking this one. A lot of people commenting on this one. Very cool art. Nothing special. I don't mind the border, like having the borders like a traditional Magic card. That's not to say I don't like extended borders. I just really enjoy... I enjoy the old style of Magic. I actually like the... That's cool. I actually really enjoy the... That's sick. I enjoy the old borders, and I like when you get the old borders in, like, or those specific treatments and things like that. I forget what you call them. I'll remember it later. Somebody can remind me in the comments. But yeah, I like the old borders with the little shooting star. That's mostly because that was when I had started. I mean, I started playing I think in '96, and then took a huge break. So I really enjoy those old borders. Valley Flamecaller. And that's why... Now I have this one already in foil. It's really neat. I actually just put it into the commander deck I mentioned earlier, which was one of the... I think it was an Eldraine white-black commander. I'll show it off maybe on... I'll go through it maybe on like Twitch or something. But... That's cool. Octomancer. See, these are really neat. And I guess these would be considered not... These are definitely not old border, but these are like more of the modern borders. And these are the ones that I really enjoy. They're just really cool. Swamp. Clifftop Lookout. Fireglass Mentor. Ruthless Negotiation. That's cool. I like that one. Repel Calamity. And of course, my gardeners show up right when I'm doing something like this. So hopefully it's not too much on the audio. So we are, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so we have 5 packs left. So we're literally halfway on this one. My math serves me properly. It usually doesn't. Not anything crazy. It's actually pretty mellow in terms of like, obviously if you're expecting huge hits, it's just not really gonna happen. Never mind. Oh my goodness. How cool. It's the gilded one. Look at that. Okay, so basically I just have to like not believe in it and then it happens. That's sick. Okay, legendary creature bird scout. Whenever one or more birds you control deal combat damage to a player, choose one. You may put a bird creature. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have bird decks, so this one is probably gonna go. I'm just gonna do that, and we're gonna do that. And yeah, so now that's a keeper. Man, that's cool. That's gorgeous. Sunspine Lynx. I think this is the first one of these arts that we've gotten. Oh, looks like one of my dogs. Like my cat's just sleeping on a Hello Kitty plushie. Domri, got another Planeswalker. This will probably go in a deck. Yeah, this is, I have a Baldur's Gate deck that this is going to go into. What is it? Commander Legends Baldur's Gate is what it is. That'll go into. It's kind of cool. It's like, again, maybe that's one that I'll go over on Twitch or something. Oh, that I gotta send that to a friend of mine. That's funny. Just sipping our tea. That's cool. That's really cool. Take out the trash. Gravekin Duo and Saber. I like this one. This one's also one of my favorites. And of course it's a black card. Most of my favorites are blacks. Call it the angsty teenager in me. But most of my favorite spells are black spells. Alright, let's see. How much better can we do? I mean, it's not bad. It's not the crazy foil, but, or the gilded or whatever, but that'll do it. That's cool. Another bird. Alright, so I mean, this is basically telling me that I have to make bird, right? That's what this says. I think we can all agree. That's so cool. Some phenomenal art in this set. Quest Caller. I remember seeing this one a few times. Not now necessarily, but I've seen that one pulled a lot. Blacksmith's Talent, another cool one. Starforged Sword. Gift a tapped fish. All right, hold on. I gotta. What does a fish do? Oh, it's just a creature. Okay. Got it. Okay. So if you have a fish that attacked, you can gift it, I guess. Starforged Sword enters. If the gift was promised, attach Starforged Sword to target creature you control. Simple enough. 3/3 and loses flying. Well, there goes my bird. Oh wait, these are all mixed up now. Retreat. I don't even know what I'm really looking for. I think not in these, but like in general, that's cool. I love the bats in this. I don't really know what I'm even looking for necessarily, except that I know, except these guys obviously, but beyond that, I know that I know 3-tree, whatever it is, the actual 3-tree. It's like a $40-something card, and it comes in the different seasons. So I know that that's one to keep an eye out for. 3-tree City, is that what it's called? Festival of Embers. I don't know who here has seen South Park, but that kind of reminds me of the, well, you'll get the idea. Oh, that's such a good card. Just a gorgeous card. Even without the foiling. I love that. I love the whole Darwin sketchbook look. For the common good. Man, it just looks so good. You know, it's sad. I'm going to pause on this. It's sad that we're doing Duskmorn or whatever's next. Some, like, 80s Stranger Thing, whatever you want to call it. It bums me out that we have this and then we have Duskmorn, which I guess it's fine in the sense that it allows me to focus on Rosetta for Flesh and Blood. But even that, I probably won't be doing a lot of Rosetta. I think I'd rather just play Flesh and Blood, like draft it, then I tell you, all the black cards are the ones that are the sickest. Look at that. It's so cool. Yeah, I think Flesh and Blood is just more fun to play, in my opinion. I'm terrible at it. I'm not good at it, but 3 packs left. But it's more fun to play. Magic is always going to be my love for collecting. But cost-wise, Flesh and Blood is just a little bit easier to stomach, I guess. And like I said, with Duskmourn, it's like, wow, just say no more, fam. I won't even get involved with it. And I will not be missed, I'm sure. That's cool. Another Flamecaller, we've seen him. Emberheart Challenger. It's like the Gandalf of Bloomburrow. Just needs the beard. Scurry of Squirrels! Myriad. I don't know what Myriad does, if anything. I thought it was a keyword, but the fact that it's lowercase kind of throws me off. But yeah, I thought it was a... Oh, I like this one. This is a cool one. Pretty sure I have him too, but... Moose! Now, why is it a moose, but it's an... Oh, I guess a moose is a type of elk? I thought an elk and a moose were separate but same. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Night Fisher. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. So that reminds me of not Farfetch'd, but the other Pokemon that I am escaping his name. My dog is going crazy at the gardeners. Carrot Cake. Psychic Whirl. Alright, 2 packs left. I feel like we got everything we were going to get in this, but... I just summoned my dogs away with my hand, and they just kind of looked at me. I think they walked away on their own accord, not having anything to do with me. Snail. I call him Gary. Oops. Fountain Port. Cool. I think it's only the second special land that I've gotten. Sacrifice a token, draw a card, pay 1 life, create a 1/1 blue fish, and create a treasure token. Ink Eyes. Love it. Man. That's so cool, dude. No, we just saw him. No, we didn't. We saw a different word, but I did not see Wick. Rapid Augmenter. Dream Dune Transfer. Also, I guess the question is, like, why do I mention Commander as much as I do, or as much as I did, if I don't really like it or play it? And frankly, it's just the only way I can play Magic if I get to play. So it's the only thing that's, I don't want to say fun, but it just allows me to play. Bonebind Orator. Cool. Alright, last pack. We already got our Magic, so I guess last pack Magic ain't gonna do much, I guess. How funny. We do have one more of these, but I think my wife wants to open it, so I may record her opening it. We'll see. I can see now why people hold the cards like this. It always used to annoy me when people would hold the cards like that, but it's so they don't show off what's coming next. It's all making sense now. Squirrel Mob! Man, those are some ratchet looking dudes. They are upset. Alright, cool. I saw the professor pull 2 of these back to back. One was where Squirrel Mob was, and it was a foil, and then this one, the standard non-foil. Coiling Rebirth. Oh, why did I put that over there? Hold on, that goes right there. Coiling Rebirth. You can see those details. That's awesome. Bright Cat Badger. That is a fancy badger. The badger's so fancy. Just carefree, living its life. Also, I know you just saw what was that, but I really do like the dual aspect of the cards. I know Adventure, it had been around, but I reintroduced it to me in Eldraine, and I really like the Adventure mechanic. That one I thought was really cool. Emberheart Challenger. And that is it, my friends. Thank you for joining me on this long, drawn-out journey of getting through this collector's box. And for joining me on getting our little gilded one. It's exciting. It's my first one. How cool. Yeah, well, thanks a lot.